Hello and welcome back to Baxter's Growing Mad. I'm Tom. If you're new here, I'm a first time allotment holder and I am documenting my journey this year on growing fruit and veg. Trying to reduce my food bill, the amount of vegetables that I've been spending in like Tesco's and stuff. Qualities, I feel like the quality is going down. The quantity is definitely going down and the prices are going up, so I've decided I'm going to try and grow my own fruit and veg on the allotment and see if I get any success. I've got carrot seedlings coming up, I've got celery coming up in one of the beds, I've got rocket, I've got lettuce, I've grown my own marigolds from seed, I've got runner beans coming up, I've got chives, I've got golden beetroot, I've got normal beetroot, I've got radishes, I've got turnips, I've got so many bags of potatoes, so many beds of potatoes. I've got rhubarb that I've inherited. I've planted my own raspberry canes. Hopefully get some raspberry harvest this year. Yeah, and we'll just take it week by week and see how we get on. I've got sweet corn, just looking around. So yeah, it's looking really good, and it's finally raining, as you can see. It's not rained in about 8 to 9 weeks and I am loving this rain. Don't have to get up here every night trying to water the beds, making sure everything's not dying. So yeah, thank you for subscribing and liking and commenting. I really appreciate all the comments, all the likes, and if you're new here, hello and welcome. Yeah, I'm just going to start the video a bit differently this week because I'm going to run through how I built my raised carrot bed out of recycled pallets, but it's already complete, so I'm going to show you the completed version, and then when we cut through on the video it's going to show you how that process went from last week. Yeah, so let's turn you around. Here is my raised bed that I made out of recycled pallet. It's not my best skills, obviously you can see it's a bit skew with, but as long as it holds the carrot and enough soil to grow some carrots, I'm not really bothered. But yeah, I topped it up with wood chip at the bottom, then I've filled it with horse manure, and then I think about 5 or 6 bags of compost on top. I haven't put any sand in. I just wanted to see how I get on this year. Now, a lot of my allotment neighbours around me, they've given up on carrots. They've said that they always split, or they're stunted, or the carrot flies seem to get them. But I'm determined. I've never really had any luck growing carrots, and I'm so determined to grow carrots on the allotment this year. So I'm going to try in this bed, and we're going to try in our pots here. Got some rainbow carrots growing in here, and then I've got some autumn varieties growing in here, but it looks like someone's been digging in there, so probably won't get any more in there. So I got these pallets for free. They're extra large pallets, they're not the standard size pallets, they're extra long. So I stripped them down. I ran my lengths, and then I staked in the 2x4 bits, hammered them into the soil, and then I screwed the pallets to here to secure them. Yeah, I've also got some to protect the carrots when they start growing from carrot fly. I've also got some insect netting that I'm going to make. I'm going to temporarily put over when they start growing a bit more, but I'm also going to try and get some pipe and turn it into like a bit of a hoop house, so it goes over, but that'll be on a later video. But yeah, here's me last week building the beds. I've been using. I think 4 might be a bit too high. I've been looking online, it says carrots need about 30 centimetres in depth, but I wanted to go a little bit higher to stop the carrot fly, but reading online, carrot flies are weak flyers, and I've got no hedgerows or anything like that around here. I've got that one over there, but I think 30 centimetres, let me just zoom out a bit, 30 centimetres will be plenty, and then if needs be I'll have to put a net over the top. But yeah, I might remove this top board, put it onto there, and I've got some more boards to put on there, and then I'll get it all fixed in place. Right, came back a bit later. I ran out of time, and I need to go pick my kids up from school, so it's about 8 o'clock now. It's a bit cooler, so I finished the carrot raised bed off. I filled the bottom with wood chip. I know carrots won't grow through wood chip, but all the wood chip basically is it's just to act as a mulch and to hold the moisture, and then I'm going to fill it with sand and compost, because carrots don't like stones or very fertile soil, so I don't want them splitting or becoming stunted. So I'm determined to grow carrots this year, absolutely. It's one thing I've never had any luck with. So yeah, I'm just going to fill with wood chip and then compost and mixture compost and sand, and then water it well. I need to get the compost and I need to get the sand. So there you go. There's the wood chip at the bottom. It's not very deep. It's just enough to fill in the gaps, but eventually that will rot down, and then I'll fill it up with sand and compost. Maybe some horse manure to save me some money. And now here I'm going to put my wood chip along here. Right, change of plan. Filling the bed with just compost and sand was a little bit expensive, so I've opted for some free horse manure to fill the bed. It's been rotting for well over a year, so I'm going to go with a cheaper alternative. So like I said, horse manure is just to bulk out and fill the space in the bed. I will use compost on the top layer to sow the carrot seeds in, just in case if that horse manure is still a bit rich in nutrients and ends up splitting the carrots. So what I'm doing here, once I've emptied a few of the manure bags, I'm breaking up the larger clumps of manure with the rake, just to help break up any large compaction of manure, making it easier for the carrot seeds to spread their roots in. So I didn't really want to speak at this point because my allotment neighbour was in the allotment, and I don't want to disturb them. But this is what the horse manure looks like once it's all levelled out in the bed. Next I'll fill up with compost. Right, so as you can see, I'm filling up the bed now with the rest of the compost. I'm going to empty a few bags. I'm going to break up any compacted compost and level out. And then I'm going to water and then create my drills and then plant my carrot seed in. And here we go, like a Blue Peter episode. This is what it looks like after all the compost is in, levelled out, ready to water. I'm using a plank of wood here just to keep my drill straight and just to compact the soil around the drill a little bit before I start sowing my seeds. Here is a slow-mo of the carrot variety I'll be planting in this drill. It's Chantenay, a crisp, sweet flavour with bright orange colour. It is a short and compact variety, packed full of vitamin A. Better not tell the kids that. Other varieties of carrot I am sowing in the bed are Autumn King 2 and Nance. The RHS website describes Autumn King 2 as a handsome, main crop, reliable carrot, richly orange with an excellent flavour. How can a carrot be handsome? The RHS website also describes Nance variety as a versatile, fast maturing, easy going, rich flavoured carrot. So in this bed I've got a handsome carrot growing, I've got an easy going carrot growing, and I've got some baby carrots growing. So I've completed the whole family in this bed. Right, so once I've drawn up the straight drill, thinly sowing the carrot seeds along the bed. When they start to germinate and get a little bit bigger, I will thin them out to create more space for my handsome carrots, easy going carrots and my baby carrots. Okay, I'm not sure what's happened here as I've no sound on the video, so I'm going to do a voiceover. So here is the bed a week later. I have planted French marigolds grown from seed and planted around the border of the bed. I've also planted a row of celery. Next I'm going to plant a row of leek and a row of spring onions down each row of the carrots. The smell of the leek and the onions are hopefully going to mask the smell of the carrots from carrot fly. We'll be adding a insect net over the top as well. That's all I've got time for this week. Thank you for watching. Again, if you want to follow me on my journey on my first year on the allotment, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Baxter's Growing Mad. Cheers. Bye.